All right, we're live. Go ahead.
Heck yeah. Welcome back to another episode of the 406 Budcast. We're here today with 420 and Incog, Cheryl and Kim.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Glad to have you with us.
Glad to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. I'm just going to play our intro real quick, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Awesome.
Yeah. Roll it up, line it up, listen up now. It's the 406 Budcast, gonna show you how cannabis culture, grow big strong. Hear the latest trends, you can't go wrong. Tune in today, yeah, knowledge on blast. #1 podcast, it's the 406 Budcast. From strength to gains, they break it all down. Passion and hustle, wear the green crown. Industry insights right in your ears. Growing green dreams, no need for fears. Tune in today, yeah, knowledge on blast. #1 podcast, it's the 406 Budcast. Yeah. Cannabis culture, grow big strong. Hear the latest trends, you can't go wrong. Tune in today, yeah, knowledge on blast. #1 podcast, it's the 406 Budcast. From strengths to gains, we break it all down. Passion and hustle, wear the green crown. Industry insights right in your ears. Growing green dreams, no need for fears. Tune in today, yeah, knowledge on blast. #1 podcast, it's the 406 Budcast.
The splitter. Hi, welcome back. We are here today with 420 Incog. Tell us a bit about you.
Go ahead, Don.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kimberly Krozik. We like to call ourselves a smokewear apparel company. We started about 2 years ago. A devastating event happened in my life, and I ended up on my sister Cheryl's couch, and we wanted to take our power back, and we went down this journey, and we came up with this idea that we thought was pretty amazing with 420 Incog, and we're carving out like our own lane in the cannabis industry, in the cannabis market, really. And what 420 Incog is really is Incog speaks to the strain-specific smokewear, if you will. So if you Blue Dream is a strain for people that don't partake in cannabis. This is Grapefruit Goddess, and as you can see, it's not like normal what's out in the market. It is incognito. So if you know what Grapefruit Goddess is, you would only know if you smoked Grapefruit Goddess, because there's no leaves on there. And that's really what our brand is about. So Cheryl and I went on this journey, and we want to take, our brand is all about connection and conversation. So we went on this journey, and how can we take this about and have healthy conversations about cannabis and make connections and spark it and apparel, really, and really carve out something in our own lane in the market. Yeah, so that's what we're about, really.
You know, I got to say, what you guys have sent us so far is pretty excellent work overall.
You like it?
We love it. Absolutely.
Wonderful. Yeah.
So that's cool.
So that's an iconic one, and that has the leaf in the back, and then yes, there's the leaf too, pink kush of it, and I have on it's silver haze, and you can hardly see it as well. But I think if you saw it in person and you saw it up, and maybe you were behind somebody, in front of somebody, you saw it in line, you might say, hey, I know what that is, you know? And that's kind of what we're trying to do.
Definitely.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I think that the idea of blending, you know, the pictures and stuff in the background, not just the cannabis, and then also the other verbiage and stuff like that you guys come up with is pretty slick. How did you guys really hone in on that?
You know, honestly, you know, I have a lot of friends, and I'm living in an area that is, you know, a lot of people who do gummies, a lot of people who do smoke, but they don't speak about it. And I don't know. I think it's society that kind of shunned people who did smoke, and I feel very deeply about it being another option to a lot of different things out there that, you know, it can help.
Totally
You know,
agree.
yeah, instead of, you know, anything that might be prescribed to you without any, you know, side effects to it. And so I think that bringing up that conversation is so important. And and I personally, I am not somebody who's gonna wear ganja dude, you know, with the,
Yeah.
I'm just not that girl, you know.
Right.
But I do like something that might bring up the conversation, and that's how I think that we came up with this, because I think
Exactly.
yeah, I think the market was fractured. It didn't have this on it.
Yes.
So we love it. And we just want to keep going. There's so many strains out there. And, you know, so anyone, you know, 420 Incog, if you have a strain, if you want a strain, you know, on apparel, just, you know, hit us up.
Yeah.
So
And listen,
what kind
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
okay. What kind of goes into the design process and the ultimate choice of what makes it onto apparel?
That's a really good question, Cheryl. Take it because it's a process for sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you know, we kind of close our eyes and try and pretty much describe it in our head to maybe somebody who might even be blind. And that's in our head what we're doing, you know? So if you were blind and we were to describe something, how would we do it in a strain? So if
That's a
you,
unique perspective.
Did I just freeze?
I think
I
she
think-
froze.
I think Cheryl did.
Yeah. So, and that's exactly what, so Cheryl and I get together, and that's exactly what we do. So how would we describe this strain to a blind person? Like, what does it look like? What does it smell like? You know what I mean? And we do that. And we come up with it in that kind of process visually.
That's awesome.
So it's a really creative process. I will tell you, I mean, the Blue Dream was my favorite artistic process ever. I talk about it a lot. We had such a fun time creating that. Although the earlier times was really a blast because we were learning how to do it back then, but it really, that's how it is done. Like, how do we describe this to a visual, you know, someone that might be blind, and what does it smell like? And
Sure.
what's the flavor like? We really go down that road. Yeah.
Awesome.
And even-
Well, I think we got Cheryl back as well.
and even in the font, you know, just like, you know, what does it feel like to you? How does it sound to you?
Yeah.
What kind of vibe do you get? You know, that kind of thing. That's how it's really processed.
I was actually scrolling on your guys' website today, and I really enjoy the blueberry ones. I can't remember if it's Kush or OG, but the blueberries,
Yeah.
I really enjoy those ones.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
Awesome.
So what do you guys find as far as the challenges in advertising your project or your products online?
Well, I'm sure you get the same as what we get. You know, how do we get out there? You can't like navigate where it actually goes. Sometimes I'm sure in the beginning you were cut out. But I do find even in the last month that there have been changes.
Yeah.
And so I feel like we are on that edge. We are on that cutting edge of where it's going. And I mean, I even saw a commercial on TV. So that was
Yeah.
the first, and then I saw a second one this week, and then as I'm scrolling on Facebook, there it is, Paramount. You know, you can. So we are right there. I feel like it's blowing up. Now there's people who are out there that are helping other cannabis stores, dispensaries, you know. So I feel like it's going to get better for us. But yes, we're still, you know, we're still growing, and it's not as easy as anything else out there. That's for sure.
I agree.
But, yeah. But, you know, as long as we stay at it, right?
Yeah, you know, I think we got to have persistence with anything. And the more you know, have this clothing apparel lines and stuff like that, that people start to accept, the gummies, the other things that really get people who wouldn't normally smoke, even tobacco, let alone cannabis, into the cannabis, you know, medicines or recreational use. I think it brings a broader audience, and that's really what's going to win the game at the end of the day.
Yeah, more acceptable everywhere. Absolutely. You know, it is just, you know, society that shunned us all, put us in the corner and said we're bad.
Yes.
Shame on you.
Right.
Right. We're like, no.
Where could I promise? Right. Well, we've got a great little video if you guys are interested in seeing it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes.
All right.
From small town roads to the city streets, it's the style you wear and the folks you meet. There's a look in your eyes and a story untold when you know, you totally know. When you know, you totally know. From the brim of your cap to your worn out soles. Keep it cool, keep it smooth everywhere you go. Stay in cop, let your true colors show. It's more than a shirt, more than a hat. It's the way you walk and you tip that brim back. It's quiet confidence, letting the world know. When you know, you totally know. When you know, you totally know. From the brim of your cap to your worn out soles. Keep it cool, keep it smooth everywhere you go. Stay in cop, let your true colors show. It's more than a shirt, more than a hat. It's the way you walk and you tip that brim back. It's quiet confidence, letting the world know. When you know, you totally know. When you know, you totally know. From the wide open plains to the rivers that flow. Keep it real, keep it proud, let that country soul blow. Stay in cop, it's the way to roll. It's for the ones who catch the sun in the crowd. Not the loudest voice, but they stand out proud. Some things are felt, never spoken out loud. And that's how you know, when you know. When you know, when you know, you totally know. From the sunrise light to the moon soft glow. Any place, anywhere, that's how we roll. Stay in cop, let the whole world know. Yeah, stay in cop. When you know, you totally know.
We're back.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, guys. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. Wow.
Yeah, I was
Thank
downloading all your pictures and I was like, oh, it's got to be even better.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Been a journey.
I love that mountain girl one. I don't think I saw that one before. That I was like, I'm gonna try to get that one in a tank top. I think that'd be beautiful for Montana.
Yeah. It is a good one. I have it. It's awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
Quite a few that we like.
Yeah.
Well, we try to get as many as we could. If the images in there, so people, you guys, you can see what you got.
Just
Love
saying,
it.
we made that lavender for you guys.
Oh, thank you.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's one of our special strains that's near and dear to our heart. Like all of us love that strain. We've all grown it. She's one of those high maintenance girls though that really
Hard to grow.
doesn't yield a whole lot unless you grow her outdoors, apparently. So
Yeah.
Oh,
So you guys don't grow outdoors, or
we don't currently. So Montana has some rules that if you had an outdoor grow before it went recreationally, you got to keep your outdoor. But what ended up happening to some of the people who were growing outdoors, the inspections and some of the other things got messed up. They didn't know the proper way of doing stuff. And so some people got eliminated out of that program.
sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's very hard to mandate.
Yeah. You've got some that are like 30 to 50,000 square feet outdoor grow operations. What we find from a lot of them is that when you get gardens that large, I mean, the maintenance is extremely hard, and some of the products that come out of there are maybe a little bit lower in THC than some of the indoor products. But some of the growers out there do an exceptional job, outdoor and indoor.
Yeah. Well, I'm easier when you have a little bit more control over something.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Those environmental controls are very important. The humidity levels, the heat levels, a lot easier to control with an indoor operation versus outdoor. And like we experienced here recently, there's been some severe hailstorms that's come through Montana. And so it's wrecked not just cannabis crops, but agricultural crops as well.
Sure.
And livestock.
What's that?
And livestock.
Yeah.
There was actually a herd of cattle up the road from here that got struck by lightning.
Yes.
oh my God.
Oh, that's horrible.
Jeez, that's awful.
Yeah, I think it killed 10.
Perils of living in Montana.
My God.
I think everywhere in this country right now is going through some heartache in one shape or form in their weather. You know,
It seems like
No
it.
kidding.
it doesn't stop in one state only. It's everywhere, unfortunately.
A lot of flooding down south.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We might hit a hurricane this weekend.
Oh,
here in
man.
Florida.
Jesus.
We're fortunate to be inland and not have to deal with that too much. But I think we do get sort of inland hurricanes because we can see them just circle and dump for like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, not fun.
It's a storm.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I heard you had a hot day today.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Do you know what the official temp was for the day?
I think it was around 96 degrees where I was at
Okay.
in Billings. So
It doesn't really
Wow.
sound like that, but it was also kind of weirdly muggy but dry at the same time.
Jesus.
yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, days like that, really wished you'd hanging out and swim in a pool with a joint.
Yeah.
That's why you have to excuse us for not putting on the hoodies. We absolutely love you guys, and we'll get some pictures and put them on the website and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate that. Absolutely.
We do have a giveaway too.
Oh,
Yes. So, Budcast Live 25 is doing a giveaway for, what is it, Cheryl, for the next, how long are we doing the giveaway for?
Budcast Live 25. Folks.
25 at checkout
Yeah.
until,
Well, I don't know, honey.
until Sunday.
Until Sunday?
Until
Yeah.
Sunday.
Until Sunday. Budcast Live 25.
Get out
Is
there and
that
get
all
it done,
one word?
folks.
Yes.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Michelle. It's all one word.
Oh, all one word.
Budcast Live 25. Hashtag.
Right? Yeah. So that is what, 25% off?
Yes.
Anything
Dude, that's
on
a killer deal right now.
anything on that website.
Yes.
So we kind of talked about logos and stuff, but we never actually covered what all you carry.
So
like shirts, hats, hoodies. What kind of
Right.
stuff we're talking?
So right now we're still building. So we're not opposed to doing plenty of things. But I'm a lover of, cups. I'm a coffee drinker. And so, but we want to get them on cups too. But right now we started with the apparel. We got those out on the t-shirts, on the street tees. We got them on sweatshirts. We got them on
Nice.
tanks. And we also have them on those polos. So, when I say sweatshirts, there's two different kinds. There's one that's just a regular that you guys have. And then there's one that's, mine is a little different. It's polyester. It's an all over tee. All over design on it as well. And we both got them up. Yep, there you go.
Oh, hey,
Beautiful.
Yeah, so that is what we have them on right now. But we're looking for the bucket hats. We're looking for regular hats. As you said, maybe something on the dogs as well.
Oh,
Yes.
Absolutely, we want to
some
get there too.
bandanas.
So we just keep
running around in
designing.
sweaters.
And yeah, anybody, if you have any thoughts on what you want to see it on, we're not opposed to any one thing.
Okay.
And listen, we love feedback. Hit us up on DM us. Like we are a brand new company. We're brand new at this. I was in a completely different field. Like I can't pretend to know. And social media is no joke.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Seriously. And I'm a humble person. I want to hear feedback and I want the community involved in this. Like, tell me. I am not going to get hurt with criticism. I want
Help
to
you
hear
grow.
your feedback. It is only going to help us grow. And this is about community,
Yes.
So I want to bring people up, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's how all of us grow together. So DM us or, I help you, you help me. That's how I feel. That's how life is, So seriously.
That's the cannabis culture for sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Everybody wants to smoke in a circle. Nobody wants smoke by themselves.
Right. Yeah. I'm all about it.
And this is a movement. What we're doing, all of us, right? All of us it's a movement to try and get this more into people's hands so that we can help, so that these kids who, unfortunately died within the last 10 years on opiates because, that's where they went. That's where they were told they needed to go. And they didn't need that. We were lied to and kids were lied to, and that should never happen. Parents should never lose their kids. And it was unbelievable how many kids died. So, it needs to be a movement. It needs to be talked about. It needs to be in more people's hands. So
I'm happy to see some of the studies that have come out recently that are starting to show a lot more of the beneficial effects of cannabis versus the opioids and stuff and how that actually helps people get rid of their opioid addictions. So I think we're really onto that some.
Wasn't it last week that you read that was like 30% or 12% less? I can't remember the exact number, but
I think it was like 30% less opioid deaths or overdoses in counties that had legalized cannabis.
I love hearing that.
And that was a federally funded study.
That is awesome. I really, truly believe in that. And
I
that
think
is
Kim might be frozen.
that's okay. Look at that.
that's a long sip.
What do we have in that coffee cup, Kim?
Hey, Cheryl, why don't you let us know where we can find you guys? What's your website?
So the website
Email.
is 420incog.shop. And you can find us on Facebook at 420incog shop. And we're on Instagram and newly in there in TikTok too. I mean, we
Awesome.
want to get there in other areas too, LinkedIn, Pinterest. We're looking to get in there, but we're not yet. But yes, we're that's where you can find us now. Facebook, Instagram, and definitely on our website. 420incog.shop is the website.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
And turn us back.
Gotcha.
I got lost. Now
In your
we're
cup,
laughing.
actually.
You were taking quite a sip on us.
Should we maybe go into some trivia?
We sure can.
Oh,
All right.
All right, we got
Smoking
stuff.
like a rockstar, feeling so high. We talk about cannabis and getting fly. Are you smarter than a stoner? Let's find out. Listen up,
B, the
my
plant's
friends.
flavor
I
and
got
aroma
something to
compounds.
shout. Cannabis
C, the plant's
knowledge,
fibers.
let it flow through your mind. Getting blazed, smoking loud. We all unwind. Trivia questions, can you keep up the pace? Let's see if you're sharper in this smoky haze.
Yo, yo.
Wait,
All here.
For the stoner trivia.
he's smarter than a stoner. Oh my god.
okay. Sorry, I couldn't figure out
Let's
which
do
way
this.
this went.
All right.
All right.
As always, I'm not smarter than a stoner.
Most of, actually, all the questions this week are on terpenes.
Cool.
Okay.
Number 1. In the entourage effect, terpenes work with cannabinoids to do what? A.
D.
Increase plant growth rates. B. Increase resin gland size only. C. Reduce chlorophyll in leaves. Or D. Modify and enhance therapeutic effects.
What do you got out there in the chat?
Oh. So, should I be answering?
You can answer.
You guys can answer.
Do I chat that?
You can just say it.
So I'm saying D.
Okay.
Going with D as well.
Michelle's got D. Michelle's got
Looks
D.
like one on the
D.
shelf. Just,
Alana said D.
I don't know.
Sorry. Number 1. In the entourage effect, terpenes work with cannabinoids to do what? That is D. Modify and enhance therapeutic effects.
Right on.
Look at us. We're some stoners.
We
Number 2. Which terpene is found in hops, cannabis, and basil and is believed to contribute to anti-inflammatory effects? A. Humulene. B. Pinene. C. Limonene. Or D. Myrcene.
Myrcene.
Whoa, what was I trying to say?
right, like D and A.
yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna say A.
I'm gonna go
Number
with D.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we've got an A.
Yeah.
Michelle's got A.
I get A.
Kim, you got a guess?
I'm gonna do A.
A as well. Alana's got
Alana says
D.
D. Number 2. Which terpene is found in hops, cannabis, and basil and is believed to contribute to anti-inflammatory effects? That is A.
Oh.
Good job.
Wow, sure.
Very good, Cheryl.
Nice.
All right.
Number 3. Nerolidol, a terpene with a woody and floral aroma, is believed to have what kind of primary benefit? This is a newer one.
Wow.
A. Increases appetite. B. Sedative and antimicrobial properties. C, strong stimulation and alertness, or D, CBD production increase?
Yes, but I can say C.
I'm gonna say B.
I'm gonna say A.
That's all over the place.
I'm gonna say A because you all did that.
I'm gonna go with the default
B,
B.
because it's the longest answer.
Yes. So number 3, Neurolidal, a terpene with a woody and floral aroma, is believed to have what kind of primary benefit? That is B, sedative and antimicrobial properties. I actually talked about that one a couple weeks ago. I think.
Yeah. I didn't remember. I'll tell you. I was guessing.
You're stoned.
I definitely was stoned. That's my superpower. I'm always stoned, Cap.
The couch.
Number 4, the couch lock effect in certain indica dominant strains is often linked to high levels of which terpene? A, myrcene, B, limonene, C, caryophyllene, or D, thymine?
So I'm not an indica lover. So I'm gonna have to say D. Don't know them well.
Cheryl's got D. How about the chat?
C.
I'm going with Cheryl. I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Michelle. C.
All right. So number 4, the couch lock effect in certain indica dominant strains is often linked to high levels of which terpene? That is gonna be, drum roll for Michelle. A,
Oh.
myrcene.
Oh.
Damn.
Devastation at the end.
That was all of them.
Hey, that was awesome.
Heck yeah.
And as always, this is only for education and fun.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, look at doggy.
All right.
Maybe.
Oh, you got your fur baby up there.
Oh. Yes. He wanted to say hi.
Oh my God.
He's making
So
his
who do you got there?
His name is Cody.
Oh my God.
Cody, smile. You're on camera.
He's like, I get one places.
I know. He's loving on
So
me.
we go into our blue dreams now.
Sure. Yeah.
Ooh,
All
do
right.
some strain of the
You
week
guys
right
are
after
nice.
this.
Let's ride it, ride the blue wave. Blue dream has gotten to me. There are skies and electric seas, feeling that magic pulling over me. Running through the haze with the sunlight high, feet don't touch the ground, I'm gonna kiss the sky. The rhythm's in my head and it won't let go. Blue tint in my veins and it's starting to glow. It gets your heart talking in a cosmic tone. Every note's a stairway to the unknown. Ride the blue wave, let it carry your mind. Feel the lightning flash in the back of your spine. Ride the blue wave to the edge of time. We'll sail through the dream, yeah, it feels so fine. Blue dream has gotten to me. Colors are dancing on the edge of it's destiny. We're laughing with the moon, flirting with the sun in the blue haze. Yeah, we've just begun. Ride the blue wave, let it carry your mind. Feel the lightning flash in the back of your spine. Ride the blue wave to the edge of time. We'll sail through the dream, yeah, it feels so fine. Blue ocean, slow motion, drown in the ocean, every sweet potion. Blue dreams of ocean. Ride the blue wave, let it carry your mind to the sky. Feel the lightning flash, so blue dreaming, never letting go. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah.
Yo, we're back.
Love it.
Yay.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it
Got
is.
that strain of the week going on. So Blue Dream, this one here, I know you guys got that sweater out there looking sweet on your website that's for sale. And everybody needs to get out there, check it out, and hook it up as quick as possible. But this particular strain for me, I absolutely love the flavor, everything else like that. Grows great, but unfortunately, it makes me a bit paranoid. So I try to stay away from Blue Dream.
Really?
Yeah.
A little too strong for you in that sense.
Yeah, whatever's in there.
Uh-huh.
I like Blue Dream. I don't smoke it very often. It's one of my dad's favorites, though. Usually, if we have some in the shop, I'll pick up some and bring it over for him. Share a
What about
couple
the-
joints.
Yeah, it's a lot of people's favorites, I guess. Yeah.
I don't like
We
being
just-
paranoid, though.
Yeah, no, right. We just put out Snowcap. What do you guys feel about Snowcap?
I've never heard of Snowcap or tried Snowcap.
Me neither. But I did, yeah.
I think there's a lot of strains that are coming out recently with the amount of influx of people and markets throughout the United States of growers. And the amount of strains is just getting dizzying to try to keep up.
Right. Yeah. Yeah,
It's-
I'm trying.
Every grow
yeah.
has to name their plants.
Huh?
Be different. A lot of grows, we see that they rename their plants or their batches to something else just to be different. And
Right.
it just gets so confusing.
Like we had
Yeah,
one
right.
here that they had Maui, and they changed it to Billings Boogie or something like that. I don't know. It's weird.
That's just not okay. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's such
Mhm.
Right.
It's bullshit. Because you have customers come in and they're like, yeah, I'm looking for this. And you're like, I've never heard of that. Describe it to me. And they describe it to you. And you're like, oh, yeah, that's a nice sativa hybrid. Here, try this. And they come back and they're like, that was exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, there you go. There's more. Thank you.
Right.
But we should talk about Blue Dream.
Get into the technicality.
Yes. So Blue Dream debuted in Santa Cruz around 2003, bred from DJ Short's Blueberry and Super Silver Haze. Though the original breeder remains unidentified.
Sort of like Satoshi with the Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I know all
Blue.
about that.
Maybe Satoshi made Blue Dream.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my God.
Blue Dream has repeatedly dominated California top-selling flower strains, with 37% of users saying it helps relieve stress. Blue Dream is a sativa-dominant hybrid, about 60-40, created by crossing the blueberry with that super silver haze.
Probably that sativa to heavy leaning side.
Mhm. For the appearance, aroma, and flavor, the buds are visually striking with a lush blue-green color with bright trichomes and those beautiful orange hairs. It smells and tastes like a sweet berry-flavored profile-ish with undertones of citrus, pine, herbal, and floral notes. The dominant terpenes in there are myrcene, pinene, caryophyllene, and sometimes you can find limonene or linalool, depending on the phenos you get.
So yeah, I wondered if it's maybe a pheno specific, because some of those doesn't seem like they're too much on the energetic side or paranoia side. Seems more like kind of the couch locky side.
A little more mellow.
Frank from Cannel Lounge.
Yeah.
Only existing pets.
Ah,
Mm.
so clone only.
Well, we got seeds.
Well, did we really?
Yeah.
They're probably some sort of cross if it's an unstable.
Let's see if I can show these.
So I find that genetic mystery sort of interesting, that nobody knows exactly who the breeder is. And shout out to DJ Short. But so typically your THC levels are going to range from 17 to 24%, making it moderately to high potent. But I think a lot of people need to realize that with the terpenes and everything else like that it has in there, there's different effects, like you were talking in the entourage effect at the beginning of your trivia.
It all just depends on how your body picks up and messes with those terpenes in their profiles.
So according to Leafly and others, the effects begin with cerebral stimulation, uplifting, creative, euphoric, and transitioning into a fully body relaxation. So, you know, if you can get the right phenode and the right strain, it sounds like a wonderful thing to do right before bed, or like when you're just going to veg out and watch a movie.
I wonder if it's more sativa harvested a little earlier.
That could be just a little bit earlier. And
Mm-hmm. It's just before the
yeah, a lot more flavor then, but you're going to definitely get that high sativa leaning. A lot of people are talking about you go towards the amber side, you get the more indica out of the plant.
I don't know the validity to that. I haven't read the studies for that.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess I've never paid attention close enough to when I was smoking indicas or sativas to really back that up one way or another.
I feel like I would definitely have to put a home grow experiment.
Yeah.
I feel like you would, if it was a sativa, more sativa, you could actually be creative and do them creativity things. And if
Yeah.
it was the indica, you'd want to do them, but can't because you can't move.
That's a fact.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
The thoughts would be there.
And you would have
The
motivation.
actions. Yes.
You just couldn't do it.
Right. Right. Maybe tomorrow.
It's a great idea. However,
And then I get high. And then I get high.
Then I got high.
Speaking of, and then I got high.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Who do we shout out?
Oh yeah, so we got to give a quick shout out to Kaylani over there with Kevin and Michelle. We greatly appreciate the treats she dropped off. They're a little bit special, and got us some treats and a few other things, some cookies. But you know, I think that's one of the great things about the emerging legalization is people are able to go and buy their own cannabis or grow their own cannabis, figure out what they want to do with it. And if they want to, you know, bring over a gummy to a friend, or they want to bring over a treat to a friend, they're able to do that and keep it within the limits and stuff.
Right.
Something we weren't able to do like 10, 15 years ago.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, and
That
it's a
would've been
learning
big trouble.
experience for a lot of people of how to mix concentrate or distillate or whatever they're using to make their own edibles. So
I have somebody right now who's trying to make some of the cartridges. I mean, he's mastered the butter to make some of those edibles, but is still wondering about how to make the cartridges.
So the cartridges, they're going to use the same stuff they usually use for the nicotine vapes. So they're going to use a distillate of the marijuana, and then they use a PG and is it AG, love?
So no, that's something that's sort of gone by the wayside. They used to use like PG and VG and then mix a little bit of flavor and nicotine in with it, and that's how you did your nicotine vape carts. But now they're using salt water and stuff like that.
Because
it
they
to
were
be a
so
little more-
bad for you, right?
Right.
That's why they changed it.
But for cannabis, you have several different varieties now. You have the live rosin carts. You also have your distillate, your isolate carts. And so those are going to be just a little bit different on how the process is done and how it's refined. So
What is
I
your
think-
favorite on those?
You know, I'm a full spectrum kind of person. I do like the rosin, the live rosin carts, because you seem to have a lot more of the lipids, the fats, the waxes. Whereas the distillates and stuff like that, I mean, it's just getting it down to somewhat of the pure THC and more of just the liquid. They add a little bit of terpenes in, some people do, to get flavors and stuff like that. And so I find that to be, I mean, something that is enjoyable as far as flavor goes, but oftentimes it irritates my throat a little bit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I actually just did a bunch of inventory inputs the other day, and most cartridges, disposables, all of that, they're distillate that is just THC with some botanical terps mixed back in. At least in Montana.
Wow.
And I think that's happened in a lot of places, especially with the hemp botanical terps, and then some of the hemp THCA products that have come out. People are mixing a lot of different of these hemp derived distillates and isolates, and then adding a little bit of THC distillate back in with them.
Frank, I
Well-
appreciate your comments. Tell me where you're from and tell us about it.
Okay. Say, I missed what you first said. I'm sorry.
So we've got Frank here in our comments, and he's got a lot of knowledge. I'm just curious where he's from and what kind of background he has.
Gotcha.
So it looks like he's like some kind of grower, extractor, or something out from New York.
Awesome.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Frank.
And thanks for sharing your knowledge. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And that's a beautiful picture.
You
And my cannabis breeder.
reader. There you go.
Nice. Frank.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for joining
Frank.
us.
We're here every Friday night, except I got to make a sad announcement. We're going to probably take a couple of week hiatus right after this show tonight, just to revamp, get some stuff together. We might make some improvements to the studio and to some of our equipment. And so need some time to go through all the bugs in the process to get that done.
We've added a couple of things, changed some things, and now it doesn't always work the way we want it. So time to fix it.
But we just made it.
Nice.
Right in.
Yeah,
Nice.
a couple weeks and just get everything cleaned up.
Right.
We'll be back with some great guests, and we'll love to have you guys back as well. We're talking about bringing back several of the guests that we did last season. We've done over 60 episodes now.
Nice.
That's awesome,
That's a
guys.
lot of content.
Yes. We'd love
We've
to come
watched
back.
plenty. And yes, we would love to come back anytime.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I guess we got to bust into that news real quick.
Get into it.
Cannabis updates fresh and real. Tune in with Nate, it's the big deal. Cannabis news with Nate, let's go. Every story makes you glow. Stay informed, don't be late. Cannabis news with Nate.
Get our edibles before we have our. Holy moly, this is such a.
Okay.
Oh, we're back.
We are back. We always forget that
Nate's
The
is
news with
22
Nate.
seconds.
his little clip for music is super, super short. And so we always start getting into our own little chats. We're like, oh yeah, we got like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, something. So Nate just shoved a whole Rice Krispie in his face. So we got to give him a second.
Thank you, Kaylani. That was amazing.
Mhm.
Absolutely tasty. I'm sure the effects will be wonderful as well. So real quickly, not a lot going on out there in the cannabis news that most people don't know about, other than the fact that Donald Trump this week signaled that he is looking and directing everybody to sort of look heavily at rescheduling cannabis from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. A lot of pushback going on from not just people within the conservative structures, but there's a lot of pushback going on from like the trucking industry, things like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But I think he has signaled that there's probably going to be a decision on this within probably 90 days or so. We're going to see some sort of rescheduling decision. At the end of the day, whether they schedule it Schedule 1 or Schedule 3, I think it still puts it in that sort of quasi-illegal category until they take their hands off of it, because, I mean, you're still dealing with a classified drug. Now, it's not as dangerous or anything else like that. You can start doing medical tests. Laboratories can start messing with it openly.
And federally funded.
Right.
For those of us that get it confused, which one's worse? 3 or 1?
So 1 is the highest, which
1 is bad.
like that's where it is right now, Schedule 1. I think heroin is Schedule 2. So cannabis, fentanyl, heroin, and all that is a Schedule 2 drug. Cannabis is a Schedule 1 drug, meaning it's completely 100% dangerous and has no medical benefit by the scheduling description, which is completely asinine. We know from federally funded studies that it has tons of medical benefits, and the VA is starting to relax their guidelines and stuff like that as far as recommendation of cannabis to soldiers who have all kinds of different ailments and stuff like that. We're starting to see
Over half the states have legalized it to some capacity.
46 actually have some sort of cannabis laws on the book, whether that be medical or some sort of like, I mean, like you even pointed out when you went to Texas, they're doing it by county. They're like, screw it, we'll just knock it out by county here. So
I went to Texas a couple, like 2 months ago at this point. And Google says that it is illegal in Texas, but there was a certified dispensary right there in like the fucking Alamo Square.
yeah, which is, I mean, it's great to see that, and it's great to see people accepting it. And I can't wait until we can get to the position to where, like in Montana, they're combining, I guess this segues into the next piece of news. Here in Montana, it has been announced and has been officially done that the Cannabis Control Division and the Liquor Division has been brought in, and it's now CARD, is what they're calling it. The Cannabis Alcohol Regulation Division, I believe it is what they're calling it. And so they've combined alcohol and cannabis. I'm seeing a big push from big alcohol to try to get into cannabis, especially the cannabis drinks, and to try to take that over.
They
And
build cannabis lounges.
I agree with that. That's you're 100% right, and I support that 100%.
That's their end. They should that is their way in. Is they should make cannabis lounges where, sure, they got drinks on hand with a license to sell them, but they should just build lounges where people can go and hang out and smoke and drink.
Yeah, I think that's the best. I mean, if you're able to have like cigar bars here in Montana, to where you can sit there and smoke a cigar and have a drink or whatever, then you certainly should be able to have a cannabis lounge to where you can have a cannabis drink or have a cannabis smoke that of your choosing, or even an edible or whatever, or just hang out with some people who are smoking cannabis and not smoke yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's coming.
Cigar lounges. Why can't
Yeah, for sure.
That's a very valid point, and it's with the Clean Air Indoor Act and them passing exemptions to it for cigars and stuff like that. It seems like cannabis could certainly be in there, and the effects of tobacco versus the effects of cannabis, are two totally different things,
Right.
especially when consumed. So, and like we're pointing out here, I mean, cannabis just doesn't come in the smoking form. You can get it in the alcohol form. You can get it in the edible form. You can get it in all kinds of forms. And we had Tariq on. He's cooking with all kinds of different. He's an executive chef that has a great repertoire, and he sent us some links that we'll be sharing out when we come back from our hiatus. But some of the dishes that he created, and then we had like Mont Queso on here. Unfortunately, we lost Casey, but his wife Christine. I mean, they were doing cheese curds with all kinds of balsamic vinegars and different stuff like that. So that, to me, I think the cannabis restaurants, the cannabis lounges, and stuff like that, those are what really excites me moving forward.
And they're starting to get popular. I know we have a few in Boston too.
Nice.
And yes, we all know about Amsterdam. We all grew up thinking that we want to go to Amsterdam.
Someday.
Yes.
We'll get there.
Or maybe we'll have it here someday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, our own U.S. Amsterdam.
Yeah. Yes.
Montana Dam. We have Amsterdam and Montana. Why don't we just go ahead and go over there and transform it into the cannabis capital?
I think it's a red county.
Oh man, we'll have to talk to them. I think there's like 2 people that live there, right?
If we buy enough land and just make our own little like group homestead, we can take over time.
I like your thinking.
In California, they have
The cannabis compound.
They have they have buses that'll pick you up at the airport, and as soon as you get on the bus, they spark it up. Everyone sparks up, and they take you to the hotel where everyone sparks it up, and then they take you to different dispensaries. And you can't actually go to a place and stay there, but yes, this one hotel that you book, and you take this whole, it's almost like navigated, already go, exactly where to go. They drive you, they bus you, and that's how it's actually controlled. And so I guess that's how they get away with you not walking away and driving your own car.
That's awesome.
That sounds like a Budcast trip in the making. A trip, yeah.
It would work.
I think we could do that.
Let's
I
do
would
it.
book it.
Yeah.
With the access.
Let's make it happen.
Right.
So one last thing in the news before we close out. The therapeutic effects of cannabis has been genuinely proven, and it's pretty interesting with a new study that has been put out. The study is coming out from the Journal of Communications Medicines, and they've shown that the results are very specific to the terpenes and to the cannabis profile as far as what the effects are. And they're starting to be able to map that out real well and pick out which cannabis strain like is going to be best for your therapeutic or medical selection.
I'm pretty sure there's already places you can find that called Google and Leafly and Weed Naps and
Yeah. Sorry, my headphones are echoing really bad. That's why I keep stuttering a bit, folks. Sorry.
we said we were going to blame Rice Krispies.
That or the Rice Krispies are kicking in.
One or the other.
So, yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, though, I mean, it's really awesome to see, like, as everybody's talking about Schedule 1 and everything like that, these studies are coming out and totally proving that there is definite medical and therapeutic advantageous things that cannabis does provide as far as our medical needs, not just recreational. And so I think it's going to be really hard for them to stick with the idea that there is no medical benefit of cannabis when you've got so many studies, even around the world.
You're right.
Absolutely.
Every animal that'll eat it. Like we take plants down and we have deer out here. We live out in the middle of nowhere. So we take the plants down and they'll come around the neighborhood. They try to break in my compost. They're trying to get it. The dogs will eat it. The cat will eat it. So we have to make sure doors are closed and such what.
My parents, when they trim up their couple plants, they give their leaves and stuff to the goats and the chickens, and they all eat it.
Wow.
It's a bad plant.
Well, there was a study that was put out that they fed it to cattle and they fed it to different other livestock, and it made the meat a lot better because they were a lot more relaxed. Wasn't so tense, wasn't so like worried or built up, so they didn't have all the hormones and everything running through their. And so if you're a meat eater, I mean, maybe you feed your plants feed your animals cannabis.
Wow.
There you go.
Well, yes.
I think when we wrap up, but before we go, do you guys want to do one last shout out where we can find you?
Absolutely. Shop at 420incog.shop. Check us out for sure. Yeah.
Yes. Facebook, Instagram, and we got a little bit on TikTok as well.
Heck yeah.
And then can you give us that little bit on the discount?
25.
Oh yeah, the Bud Life 25.
Yeah. Thank you. Budcast Live 25 at
For
checkout.
25% discount.
Yes.
And that is at the checkout, you'll enter that code
Yes.
Yes.
Bud
Absolutely.
Live 25. All one word.
Budcast Live.
Budcast Live, sorry.
Cheryl, Kim, thank you for joining us. We know you're joining us from the East Coast, so it's pretty late where you guys are for sure.
Yes.
And we really appreciate your time.
We thank you so much for having us. Thank you.
We enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Enjoy the high.
Yes.
We will.
Have a great night.
Have a great
Thank
night,
you.
everyone.
Bye, guys. Bye, everyone.